Hello everyone. Let us provide a solution to this interesting brain-teasing question. The question reads, if 1 plus sine A multiplied by 1 plus cos A is equal to 5 divided by 4, and 1 minus sine A multiplied by 1 minus cos A is equal to P divided by Q minus the square root of R, then what is the square root of 3 multiplied by P plus Q plus R, given that P, Q, and R are all positive integers? It implies that we have to find the values of P, Q, and R before we could plug them here. Let's get started. Let's call this equation number 1 and call this equation number 2. So let's start from equation number 1. From equation number 1, we are going to expand the left hand side. So let me just copy that. If you expand this, this will be 1 times 1, which is 1, plus 1 multiplied by cos A is cos A. Then we have sine A times 1 is sine A. So together we have what? Sine A plus cos A, right? Then we still have another term, which is sine A times cos A, which is going to give us a product of sine A by cos A. Everything equal to 5 divided by 4. All right, let us make a kind of substitution here. Let the whole of this sine A plus cos A be equal to x. So what if we expand both sides to the power of 2? If you expand this to the power of 2, you take the first time, you square that, which is going to give you sine squared A. You square the second term, you get cosine squared A. Then you add 2 times the first term times the second term, that is sine A cos A. And this is equal to what? X squared, right? And remember, this is a famous identity. Sine squared of an angle plus cosine squared of the same angle will give you 1. So this is 1 plus 2 multiplied by sine A cos A equal to x squared. Let's take 1 to the other side and divide both sides by 2. It implies that sine A cos A is equal to x squared minus 1 divided by 2. All right, so look at two important things here. We have the product of sine by cosine of the same angle, and we have the sum here, which are exactly available here. You see them? So we are going to plug them back into this particular equation. So this implies that 1 plus, what do we have next, is sine A cos A, which is x, right? We have substituted that with x. Then what else? The product is what? X squared minus 1 divided by 2, which is right here. Then everything equal to what? The right hand side, which is 5 divided by 4. 5 divided by 4. So now let us multiply every single term by 4 just to clear the fractions. So 1 times 4 is 4. X times 4 is 4x. Then if you multiply the whole of this by 4, this 2 will divide 4 2 times. Then you use that 2 to multiply the numerator. So we have 2x squared minus 2 times 1 is 2 equal to this times 4. 4 will cancel 4, leaving 5. I would like to take every single term to the left hand side, starting with the leading term, which is 2x squared, followed by the term with x, which is just 4x. Then we have the constant. 4 minus 2 is 2. As this crosses over, it becomes negative. Then 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Everything equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation, right? We are going to solve for x. Remember, x is what? Sine A cos A. So whatever the value of x is said to be the sum of sine A and cos A. All right. So x, according to the general formula, is equal to minus b b is the coefficient of x, so we have minus 4 here, plus or minus the square root of b squared. B squared, 4 squared is 16, minus 4 times a times c, 4ac, right? 4 times a, that is 4 times 2 is 8. Then 8 times negative 3, which is c, will give us what? Negative 24. And still we have another negative here, so we have positive 24 right here. Divide by 2a, that is 2 times a, which is 4. This is equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of what is this? This is 40. And square root of 40 is the same thing as square root of 4 times 10. Square root of 4 is 2, so you bring the 2 outside. Let's do that directly. So we have 2 outside, then inside we still have 10. Divide by 4. Let us split the fraction. So we have x to be minus 4 divided by 4 is minus 1. Plus or minus 2 divided by 4 to the simplest form is 1 over 2 times root 10. That is root 10 divided by 2. Sine A plus cos A, which is what? Negative 1 plus the square root of 10 divided by 2. We are only going to consider plus here because the range of sine A plus cos A is from negative root 2 down to positive root 2, unless if you want me to show you that. Remember, if you have A sine x plus B cosine x, this is equal to R sine of x plus alpha, for which R here is equal to what? The square root of what? A squared plus B squared. And alpha is equal to tan inverse of B divided by A. But remember, in our situation, both A and B are equal to 1. That is the coefficients. They're all equal to 1, right? So since they're equal to 1, A is 1, B is 1, 1 squared is 1, B squared is still 1, that is 1 squared. 1 plus 1 is 2, therefore R is equal to the square root of 2. And alpha will be equal to what? Tan inverse of 1 divided by 1, which is pi divided by 4. This implies that sine A plus cos A is equal to R, which is root 2, then sine of what? That x, but x in our situation is A, then plus alpha, which is pi divided by 4. So you can see that this is our amplitude. And amplitude of root 2 will be from negative root 2 down to positive root 2. So this is the range. And remember, square root of 2 is 1 point something, 1.4 something, right? So this is negative 1 point something. This is positive 1 point something. But if you simplify this, considering the negative sign, it will be what? Negative 1, negative root 10 over 2, which is approximately negative 2.58, which is out of the range. So we are going to consider the positive version. All right, so let's continue. So having seen that the whole of this is the sum of sine A cos A, right? What about the product? Remember, the product, which is sine A multiplied by cos A, is equal to x squared minus 1 divided by 2. Remember that, right? It is right here. So we have to square x, then we subtract 1, then we divide by 2. And x is nothing but this, the sum of sine A cos A. So this is our x. So minus 1 plus root 10 divided by 2 is our x. This is equal to minus 1 plus root 10 divided by 2 whole squared. The minus 1, everything divided by 2. This is what we need to simplify in order to get the product. So the first term squared here will give us positive 1 plus the second term squared. square root of 10 squared is 10. 2 squared is 4. The minus 2 times this is negative 1, right? Negative 2 times this will be negative root 10 because the 2's will cancel. So we only have negative root 10 right here. Then we still have minus 1. Everything divided by 2. So from here, 1 will cancel 1. This to the simplest form will give us 5 divided by 2, right? So this is equal to 5 divided by 2 minus root 10. Everything divided by 2. And this 2 will multiply this 2. You have 5 divided by 4. So this is 5 divided by 4. The minus root 10 also divided by 2. This is what? Sine of A, cosine of A. All right, we are almost done. Now we're going to pay attention to the second equation. Remember, that is where we have the unknown variables P, Q, and R. So let me just copy this one. Now let us expand the left-hand side. This will be 1 minus sine A minus cos A, then plus sine A cos A. Everything equal to P divided by Q minus the square root of R. You see this contain minus, so we're going to factor out the minus sign. Inside we have sine A plus cos A. Then plus the product, which is sine A cos A. Everything equal to P divided by Q minus square root of R. So what can you remember about the sum? We have all of them, the sum and the product. They are available here. The sum is right here, right? Which is minus 1 plus root 10 divided by 2. So we have 1 minus 1 plus root 10 divided by 2. Then what about the product? We have the product right here, which is 5 divided by 4 minus root 10 divided by 2. 5 divided by 4 minus root 10 divided by 2. Everything equal to P divided by Q minus the square root of R. So let's expand this. This is minus is plus. So we have 1 plus 1 minus plus is minus root 10 divided by 2. Then we have plus 5 over 4 minus root 10 divided by 2. This is equal to P divided by Q minus the square root of R. 1 plus 1 is 2. Then this and this together we have minus 2 of that. And the 2 and the denominator will cancel. We have only minus root 10. Right? Then 5 divided by 4 here. Everything equal to P divided by Q minus square root of R. So let's connect this and this together. 2 can be written as 8 divided by 4 just to have common denominator. This is 8 divided by 4 plus 5 divided by 4 minus root 10 equal to P divided by Q minus square root of R. This is equal to what? 13 divided by 4 minus root 10 equal to P divided by Q minus square root of R. So if you relate the left and the right hand side, you can see that P is equal to 13, Q is equal to 4, and R is equal to 10. But what are we looking for? We are looking for the square root of what? 3 times P plus Q plus R. That's exactly what we are asked to evaluate. So this is equal to the square root of 3 times P is 13 plus Q is 4 plus R, which is 10. So 13 plus 4 plus 10 is 27, and 27 times 3 is 81. So everything under square root is 81. So 81 under square root will give us 9. Wow. Therefore, the expression, the square root of 3 times P plus Q plus R is nothing but 9. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye bye.